Good afternoon. In this video, I want to discuss an issue that pertains not only to Christians but Americans as well. The fact is that every generation will often face a test to decide whether you will stand with someone, be identified with someone who appears to be a criminal in the eyes of government. And this is a case of Ken Hovind, who's been kept in prison now for 8 years for tax evasion. Now, the reality is that no American should be put in prison for 8 years for tax evasion. This is simply an abuse of the government's role and the ability to collect taxes. They certainly have other ways to collect the money that is owed them, as they claim, without putting an individual in prison for this length of time and putting a burden actually on the other taxpayers now who have to support them. But the government does this for a reason, does this to intimidate other people, and hopefully that you'll reject this individual who's in prison as being a quote-unquote criminal. Let me read here from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse starting with 16. The Lord give mercy unto the house of Onesiphorus, for he oft refreshed me and was not ashamed of my chain. But when he was in Rome, he sought me out very diligently and found me. And this is the case of Ken Hovind. The issue is, are you going to be identified with him? Are you going to make an issue and show support for him, not only with your prayers, but publicly? Publicly, let the government know that we're not intimidated by this oppression of an individual, and that's what they hope. They hope that we'll ignore him, forget him. But in reality, the testing is now on us, not on him, not on Ken Hovind, but on us. Are we going to stand and say, no, we see this as an abuse and an injustice? And then we read from Psalm 94, verse 20. And the reality is, Christians, we must always keep in mind that justice and the law always aren't the same things. And recognize that governments often create laws that are not just. It says here in verse, starting Psalm 94, verse 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. But the Lord is my defense, and my God is the rock of my refuge. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our God shall cut them off. Let me read the footnote here, a very good note. The workers of iniquity will operate through the fraudulent governmental policies and corrupt court systems. And Psalm 64, 1 through 6, James 2, 5 through 6, 5, 1 through 6. And Paul stood against corrupt government officials. And Job 29, 14 through 17, Acts 16, 35 through 29, 22, verse 22, 25 through 29 verse. So that's the reality of it. That the Ken Hovind's case is not only his case but our case. And I'm going to link you to Lone Star 1776 page, where he has all the information dealing with him, how you can contact him, and what you need to do in order to do what you can to show your support for him publicly. It's important to let the government know that he is not standing alone, let Ken Hovind know that he's not standing alone. And it's important for your own conscience to know that in this type of an abuse of power and abuse by the government in order to condemn a man and keep him in prison way beyond where he should be in, that other Americans will not stand by idly and ignore this, and that we will in fact put our names in public and let the government know where we stand on this issue, that we are against them and for Ken Hovind. Amen. Thank you.